Now, the CBS 21 Political Insiders with Rob Hanrahan.
Welcome back. We're joined by our political insiders. We have Kevin Harley tonight, filling in for Charlie Giroux on the Republican side, and Mark Singal, of course, our Democratic expert, and SCOTUS, the Supreme Court of the United States, and the travel ban. The justices ruled in a 5-4 decision that the travel ban is constitutional. The president does have the power to sign that executive order. Kevin Harley, that's a huge, huge gain for the Trump administration.
It is, and this is actually the third travel order that they took up. Right. The other ones were by federal courts and district courts around the country. So this is the third iteration, not the first one that when he first came into office. Most constitutional scholars did not think that this is any big surprise by this, because if you look at the Constitution, you look at the law, the federal law, and this is what Chief Justice Roberts wrote, is that the president has wide latitude to protect the borders and institute a travel ban. In fact, I might add, President Obama did the same thing 6 times, and you didn't hear the hue and cry from Democrats about a travel ban. It's just because President Trump has done it.
Well, citing, national security is I believe, what Justice Roberts, pointed out. Mark, the president, Justice Sotomayor, the dissenting opinion, said his words do matter, and words that were said during the campaign matter. And she obviously was very disappointed in this 5-4 ruling.
And remember what Kevin is saying. This is the third try at this, because the first 2 were rejected out of hand because they were clearly showing religious bias. They were clearly a Muslim ban, and the president himself said that. So they kind of couched this third try as a ban from regions rather than religions. And that seemed to pass muster with the Supreme Court.
Are majority Muslim.
Right, right.
Kevin, what does the president do next? I mean, we've got this immigration situation going on right now at the border with the children separated from their parents. It's a whole different thing, I realize, but it's all immigration. Where does the president go from here?
Well, just on the travel ban, Rob, what you have to remember is this is protecting the United States. This is protecting Americans from countries that don't properly vet people coming into the United States. If these countries that are on the travel ban would do that, they can get off the ban. In fact, one country already has gotten off the travel ban, which is Chad, which improved their protocols. They're now off the ban. So this is about protecting Americans.
But there's always 2 sides to that story, and I would ask people to please be thoughtful. When you have a landmark Supreme Court case, you cannot reduce it to sloganeering. You cannot reduce it to hyperbole. Just get with the facts. The truth of the matter is that Sotomayor also said that this decision turns a blind eye to those families who are going to be torn apart and really are going to suffer as a result of it. Just by way of a quick example, Harrisburg University has 3 professors from Syria and Iran, and this decision may mean that they will never see their family again. So there are real human consequences to these kind of things, and you have to keep in mind. The other thing is the Supreme Court decision actually said they took not a position on the travel ban itself. We expressed no view on the soundness of the policy. They're just simply saying that any president has it within his purview to issue travel bans.
To protect the country.
And that was the issue before the court, I might add. Whether the president had the authority to do it, obviously the Supreme Court and Chief Justice Roberts' majority opinion said they do.
Kevin, 5-4.
Thanks a lot.
Close call.
You can hear more from our political insiders Sunday mornings at 8:30. Join us for CBS 21's Face the State. Thank you, gentlemen.